The Crew Motorfest has been out for about a week, and there is something to be answered. Is it worth buying the game? The game is about $70, and there's actually a few things to consider before you even buy it. Now, you're watching this to even see if it's worth buying, and I want to answer that question. So I'm going to be saying a bunch of things about my opinion, my experience with the game, facts about the game, and hopefully by the end of this video you will know a full summary of the game and know fully if the game is gonna be good for you. Now, first things first, to start off, the first thing is the graphics. The graphics in this game are super good. They are just amazing. Now, there is something to consider, and it depends on the console you're playing on. So if you're playing on the Xbox One, which is the original, just the Xbox One, not the Xbox One X or S, just the Xbox One, if you are planning on getting this game on that console, I highly don't recommend buying it because the graphics will look very blurry. I am playing on as you can see, it just froze. I am playing on the Xbox Series S, and that's actually one of the things I wanted to say, is that it does lag a bit. Now, I don't know if this is from me recording, but it looks like it does this even when I'm not recording. So this game does lag a bit when I play. I don't know why. It hasn't bothered me because when it lags, it's not like it teleports you somewhere. It kind of just leaves you where you left off. So the lags have not been that much, but it might be something happening to you, or this might only happen to Xbox Series S players. But like I said, the Xbox One players will have a blurry screen, and I know this because I've seen videos about it. I have also played the demo on the Xbox One, and the graphics were insanely blurry, and I did not like it. Now, like I said, right now I'm playing on the Xbox Series S, and these are the graphics on the Xbox Series S. I think they look really good. If you play on the Xbox Series X, you will have really good graphics. I mean, different from this. You're gonna have really good graphics. And then if you play on PS5, you're gonna have the best graphics out of all consoles. Also, for the Xbox Series S, the frame rate is a little low, so you might see that the frames might not move as smoothly. But I don't really, that doesn't bother me. I played the game for a good few hours, and none of this stuff has bothered me. I find the game super fun still. So yeah, I think that's all about the graphics. Now, let's talk about the menu, the story, and the cars kind of stuff. So there are 604 cars. I have 132 cars because you can move all your cars from the Crew 2 to the Motorfest. And this is super helpful because I just really like having all the cars I worked for. So I get all my cars. Now, if you want to restart and, kind of like work your way back up, then you can restart. But I took all my cars, it happened instantly, and now I can pick any car I want, and every single vehicle looks so nice because obviously there's new graphics. So every single car just looks super nice. Now, if you did own every vehicle and are transferring it to the Motorfest, you still have to get about 100 more cars to complete the full thing, because I know that in the Crew 2 there was about 530 cars, maybe, I don't know for sure, but you're gonna have to work up like about 100 cars. Now, something that does annoy me is what you can see right now. The images don't load up that fast. You can see they're taking forever to load, and you can see the car does pop up, but it's really annoying when I'm trying to find a car and I can't look at the image before I click on it. You still have perf levels, you still have money, you still have the credits, and if you click on a car, you can customize it, upgrade it, and then there's pro settings, which actually is probably helpful. To me, it's not, because I just haven't messed around with this, but I know a lot of people will find this helpful. You can do way more stuff to the car. The grips and the brake power, and there's a lot of things, as you can see, you could do to the cars. You can see you could change the colors of the cars, visual parts, and this all can be, if you transfer all your cars to the Crew, that comes with all the vanities and stuff. So you'll have all your wheels, you'll have everything you had in the Crew 2 over here. As you know, the map is Hawaii, some island on Hawaii. I kind of forgot the name. This is the entire map. You can see there's a bunch of little cities like here and there. There's volcanoes, then there's like maybe like kind of like a dry dead grass desert thing. There's grass, there's mountains, and then there's the beach. Quite a lot to explore. It might look like a small island, but it is not really that small. It's actually pretty big. Something I don't like about this map menu is you cannot like zoom out fully. Like this is the farthest I can zoom out. So that's a little strange. I don't know why that's a thing. But yeah, I can only, you know, zoom out, but you can still zoom in super close. Like if I look at this car, you can still go real time, and you can change the view of everything. Like this is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure you could do this in the Crew 2, but you can still do all of this. And then if we go to the activities tab, there is all the races, and then on the map you'll find the speed trials, all those little short races that used to be on the Crew 2 and kind of stuff. That's also over here. Not the same ones, just that type of racing. But if you go to the activities tab, you'll see what's called playlists, and it kind of replaces the topics in the Crew 2. So in the Crew 2 you had street racing, touring car. This, you have these playlists. This one's called Made in Japan, the Lamborghini, American Muscle, and all of these playlists are actually pretty cool. I actually like these. They're very specific on a certain topic, but they are really cool. Only about 4 of them is like open to you as you start the game. When you start the game, only about 4 of them is available. You have to then buy the car. Like the Lamborghini, you have to buy a Lamborghini to start the playlist. Same with all of these playlists that have that little ticket thing. But out of what I've played, this playlist was super fun. It's all about learning about the island and stuff. This was super fun. Rule the Streets, this one was probably so far my favorite one. I know there's other playlists that are going to be way better, but just out of what I played, this one was really good. And so far the Lamborghini one is really cool. It's all about racing and Lamborghinis. And the Japan one is honestly kind of hard because you're mainly racing at nighttime, but it also depends on your difficulty. Mine I think is set pretty high, but yeah. And then the story of the game is not the same compared to the Crew 2. The Crew 2, you were trying to be the best racing athlete, and in this one, I honestly don't know what the story is. I don't think there really is a big story. I think you're literally just like racing, chilling, like Forza Horizon 5, where you're just kind of like exploring it, having this festival. So I don't think there is really a story to the game. That one I kind of hate. I kind of like the story of being the best racing athlete, but it's still pretty good. And when you level up, you're not being like icon or famous. I'm pretty sure the levels just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and up. I'm pretty sure you still get titles. Like you when you get to certain levels, I'm pretty sure you'll still get called something. But as of right now, like I'm level like 3, so I'm pretty sure it's just going up every number. Now heading towards a little bit more about the game itself. Like I said earlier, the graphics are really nice. But you can switch vehicles and everything just like the Crew 2. As you can see, it's actually way easier accessing this. So before you had, well, if you're playing on console, which I think this game's only out for console, I don't know. If you push down the joystick, you'll bring up this. And before you had to hold it, hover over the, you know, whatever one you wanted, and then it would let you be that. Well, this one you just have to push down once and then hit the button. Super easy. And I can demonstrate if I hit Y, I'm now a plane. So I'm glad they kept at least that, you know, thing in the game. Flying is still really cool, and is a really nice way to kind of just look at the island. And actually the boats are also really cool. It looks way more realistic, and I'll show you that. And the cool thing is you still have that freedom, so I can literally be in the air, just drop down in a boat. I love that they kept a lot of mechanics just like the Crew 2. I didn't know if they were going to just like ignore some features or take out, but they brought them in. And look what's happening right now. We are hopping on waves. I don't I know that was a thing, but not this crazy. It was never this crazy, and we are literally just hopping on waves. That's pretty cool. I like how realistic the game is now. But there is one bad thing about the game, and that is you cannot play with people. You cannot invite your friends to play with you in free roam. You can race with them in races. So if you decided to do one of those playlists I was talking about earlier, you could do one with your friends. But where I'm at right now, free roaming, you cannot do that, which that sucks a lot because you know, in the Crew 2 I used to play with my friend a lot. In the Crew 2, just free roaming and doing races together. But now if you have friends who have the game, you can't free roam together, and you can only just race together, which I think is pretty dumb. Now, so far, I have been just doing playlists because at the end, you sometimes get cars, but you also get a lot of money, which you can, you know, use to buy cars and stuff. But I have, now this is not from experience, I have seen people in like reviews say that they, like, once they complete all the playlists, that they are bored. Obviously I have not beaten all the playlists yet, but there was people saying that they were getting bored. Now that could be a problem since, you know, there's nothing really else to do unless you just redid races and got money. I think that's what I would do if I ever did complete all the playlists. Who knows, maybe they'll add more playlists. I think that could be kind of cool. But as of right now, we just have summits, which, yeah, summits are back. We got the playlists, and we have the little kind of like just little mini races, mini game kind of stuff that are all around the map. There's a new feature called Open Cara, which if you go on it, you can, you know, start playlists. You can, well, as you can see, yeah, you can go to the most recent playlist. I don't know if she's like recommending me ones, but it looks like it's probably the most recent ones you've done or something. But if you could look, it says open music player, so there is a radio in the game now, and this is a pretty cool feature. I actually like this. As you can see, I'll open it up again because I think it closed. You can see that there's Motorfest music, there's the Power of the Riff, so it's kind of like by topic. So this is kind of like rock, this is like electronic music. This one's probably my favorite. It's just kind of like, you know, music to vibe with. And then I don't know really what this one is. And then there's this one called Raven. There is actually a lot of these. I did not realize. Okay, and then you can just turn the music off. But there's actually a lot of radio stations that you can kind of listen to. And if you are a content creator, you can also turn off copyrighted music, because there are music from, you know, real life or very popular songs that are definitely not copyrighted. And what is going on right now? Okay, that was probably one of the biggest lags I've ever had. But that was just me recording, because right now I have a TV right next to me showing exactly what I'm doing. On that TV, it did not lag. On my computer, which is what I'm, you know, playing and recording on, that did lag. So some of the lag that you see right now actually might just be me recording, but it does do little lags when I play off recording. Something to note also is you cannot fast travel until you get to do one of the races of the playlist. So basically, if I go to my map, if I go to Lamborghini, which I have already started, it says you can fast travel to it. But if I go to Liberty Walk, which I'm not done yet, it does not let me fast travel there. So you have to start the playlist in order to fast travel to it. And this is something I just realized. I don't know what's going on right here, but I can't even fast travel to races I have completed, which I think is a little weird. I don't know if there's something I have to do or anything. I'm not actually quite sure. It is kind of strange you can't do that. I don't know if I'm missing something, but to like teleport to the kind of like, you know, for example, the Lamborghini area, you have to start it to be able to just teleport there. So I'm pretty sure that brings it to all the things I have to say about this game. If there's any more questions you have, let me know in the comments, because I will for sure answer them. But I think that's all I have. Overall, should you buy the game? Well, obviously this is on your own decision. I'm hoping that after all the things you've just seen today and heard about, that hopefully that helps you make your decision. But for me, on my opinion, I really love the game. I really like the game. I think it is super good. I think I'm having a lot of fun with it right now. I love collecting, you know, the cars and driving them around, especially how realistic everything looks. It is super cool. And a lot of people thought this game was going to be like Forza Horizon 5, but it's not really. It's got the same idea, it's got the same theme, but it's different though. And that's what I kind of like. It's not like Forza Horizon 5. You know, the graphics I wouldn't say are as good as Forza Horizon 5. Forza Horizon 5 is incredible graphics. This doesn't quite match it, but the fact that the game kind of like took their own spin of it, that's kind of what makes me think this game is so fun. But yeah, like I said, I'm having a lot of fun with this game. So if there's something specific that you don't like about the game, then yeah, you probably don't want to buy it. And it's $70. That's a lot of money. So you definitely want to, you know, think, are you going to like this? But I liked it ever since I played the demo, and I still like it. So yeah, hopefully all those things help you answer your question. Again, if you have questions, if there's something I didn't answer and you want to know about, comment down below, because I will be able to answer to your comment like right when you comment, I get notified it. So I'm sure your comment will be, I'll answer your comment pretty fast. But yeah, with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.